Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Mister.
Okay, Ramadan Kareem to all of you. Uh, Today we are going to start lecture 6, that is procedural SQL. So far you have studied Introduction to SQL part 1, part 2, part 3, Advanced SQL. Now we are moving to learn not PLSQL, okay, procedural SQL. One second. So this is the lecture 6 I am going to start today. So far you have studied this uh, in the lecture 3, data definition language commands. Create table, create view, create index, these things, alter table like this. Then lecture 4, you have studied DML commands like insert, update, delete. Then in lecture 5, you have studied group by, having, subquery, okay, correlated query, string functions, number functions, date functions, etc. Now in lecture 6, we are going to learn about this topic known as procedural SQL. So far, you learned only the commands. Now it is the time for you to write a program and use these commands in that program. Okay, so let us see what are the objectives we will cover. in this lecture 6 PLSQL. So you will come to know what is the meaning of this procedural SQL, how the structure will be when you write a program, that is called PL. PL means programming language slash structured query language. Okay, then how to create a variables, how to declare the variables inside the PLSQL block, what are the different data types in SQL, and what are the conditional statements like if condition, while condition, okay, do while, same loops, condition statements, what you studied in the basic programming fundamentals, the same concept, but little change in the syntax. Like for loop, here's small change in the syntax. Okay, while loop, small change. Okay, like that, you will have all those loops and conditional statements you can use in your program. Then final last topic you will study about the cursor. What is it, how to create it, and how to use it in your PLSQL program. That we will study in the last topic. Okay. Now see, in the introduction, what we are going to do in this procedural SQL, you are going to put some condition, you are going to implement some loop and perform some instructions, commands. So you are going to make all the application program call your code. So if you do like this, maintenance is easy, maintenance, and you will have the control over your program logic. So when you write this procedural SQL, this PSM is one block, one area. Okay. So in this area, our commands are going to get executed at the database management server. So our SQL statements, our procedural commands, extensions, everything is going to run inside this area, which is known as persistent stored module. You remember this one. Sometimes they will ask in the multiple choice, write the full form of PSM. What is PSM? So you have to choose the correct answer. Now, what is the second objective is PLSQL, procedural language SQL. So Oracle specific programming language is based on SQL. So far you have written only commands like insert into, update table, delete from, select star from. These are all SQL commands. Use these SQL commands in a program. So how to write a program? You have to learn this programming language, procedural language. So this will run inside your Oracle database. Okay, so the traditional programming syntaxes like while loop, if condition, okay, other for loop, everything you are going to merge with your SQL instructions, and these all commands are executed as a single unit. Whenever you run the commands, it will be executed as a single unit by the database management system. Now this writing of procedural language program, you need to follow some syntax. Okay, that program where you write is known as a unit. Another term is called block. Okay, in this block you will write the program. So that block contains your data manipulation commands. What are data manipulation commands? Select, insert, update, delete, etc. And transaction commands like commit and rollback. In the PLSQL, you cannot use create command to create a table, alter command to modify the existing table, or drop command to delete the table or column name, something like that. Directly you cannot use these commands. Now, subprogram means, what is subprogram? Like you have a main program. In the Java, you will write like this. This is your block. Here you will write like this: public static void main string args. I'm giving you example just. This is your program. So subprograms are, for example, like public integer adding integer a comma integer b. So here you will return a plus b. So this is like a subprogram. This is like a subprogram. So you are going to call this subprogram. So this kind of subprogram in Oracle is known as function. And the other concept you will learn in the next lecture called procedure. These two can be combined and they are stored in the unit called packages. Okay, so these are all you are going to learn. And you can access the database with the help of this concept called cursor, trigger, stored procedure, and function. So these things you are going to learn in the PLSQL block, PLSQL block, etc. Okay, this is the syntax, this is the structure. Whenever you write the program, now you are writing the program like this here in Java. And here you are writing, declaring some variables like string, okay, for example, like total, something like this. Now in Oracle, it starts like this: declare, begin. This is known as your block, your structure of writing the program. Declare means here you are going to declare your variables. You are going to declare or create your variables. Okay, data types you can mention here and assign some values to that variables. And here in the begin, you are going to write your SQL commands. SQL commands you are going to write here. You are going to write SQL, what is that? DML commands. What are DML commands? These commands you are going to use here at this place. And if, like in your Java, you will have try catch. Why we use this try catch? Students, why we use try catch? Hello, are you listening or you are just muting your mobile phone?
Listening, Mister.
So why we use try catch? Why we use this try catch statement? Huh? This one, why we use this
For
try
excavation,
for exception? If there is any error, how to catch that error and tell the user there is a problem in the program. So you can use same kind of concept here in Oracle also, using this block called exception. So that is what given here. There are three parts. One is declare. You are going to declare the variables here. Another is you are going to run the commands here, include your logic here. Another is you are going to write the way to handle errors. So this is known as your PLSQL structure, the block, PLSQL block. This has three parts. Remember this, you have to write every time: declare, begin, end. In the middle, you write the logic of the program. You write the exceptions of the programming logic. Now inside the declaration part, what you will do here? So I will put this one here. Declare, begin, end. So here you can use some variables like uh, v underscore total marks. This is a variable. If you want, you can give the data type. This is what called identifier. Identifier means this is the identifier, variable name. Data type total marks is number of 4 comma 2. This is the way of declaring the variable. Okay, now variable underscore result, like this. Same data types what you studied in the lecture 3, lecture 4, those data types you can use: character, varchar, decimal, number, numeric. These things you can also use in this PLSQL block. So this is your identifier and this is your data type. This is the explanation given to you here. Okay, next, see, this is the syntax. Let's name varchar2. Like this also constraints you can give, not null, and you can give some value: grade, number 5 comma 2. Okay, here you can say like it should be not null, and you want to give result some value, initial value. Usually we use equal to, but in Oracle you have to use colon and equal to. There is no space between these two. This is one operator. So here I will say 0.00. Result. Okay, result is nothing, just empty or no result. No result. No result. Okay, this is the initial value. You understand this one, how to declare the variable?
Yes, Mister.
Constants, like you are doing mathematics, pi value 3.14. So you can use the syntax like this here. So for example, like pi, write it as constant. Okay, value is the data type. What is the value? Like number of 3 comma 2 is equal to 3.14. So this tells that this is the variable we can use as a constant throughout your programming structure. It has a value, default value, this one. Okay, no space here. You can give space after this one, but after this colon no space. So constants you can use, and other number, varchar, not null, everything you can include like this. Now, what are the data types you can use? As I told you, you can use character, you can use varchar, you can use number, you can use date, and another one called this percentage type. If you use this, whatever is the data type you declare for the column inside your table, the same will appear, the same will be assigned for the variable of your program. Okay, uh, this should be written like this: table name dot column name percentage type. For example, I want to use like this. This is my vendor number. What is the data type? I don't want to declare the data type. Already we have the data type in the table vendor for the vendor code. What is the data type? Number 38. I want to use same. So what I have to do? First I have to write the name of the table, vendor dot that column name, vendor code, same name, v underscore code. Then write percentage. This will tell that the size of this one, this variable is number, data type is number, and size is this much. Okay. For example, another one, my vendor name. So I want to take the data type from the table. So v underscore what we have, name. So this variable, percentage. So this is reducing your burden, your headache. You don't need to specify what is the data type, how much is the size, blah blah blah. Already there is a table. From that table there is a column name, and for that column name we have the data type. So take that same. So varchar2 is assigned to this one, this variable. This is my variable, my own variable, user defined variable, but I am assigning the data type from the table column. Please make sure, students, you are understanding this.
Yes, Mr.
So these are the different data types we can use at the time of declaring the identifiers, means variables, in your PLSQL program. So the syntax, it is given to you here. Another one, another variable, another data type you can use is row type. So same syntax like this here, what you call table name and customers. So this is a variable name, this is a table name, percentage row type. That means this is nothing but a variable which contains all the records or all the fields of the customer table. Same like a table. Anchor, this is called anchor variable. So I will say here my v table vendor percentage row plus. If I type like this, the complete structure, this all structure with this data types, everything is referred by this name. So these are called anchor variables. Okay, anchor variables, row type and type. So row type will refer to all the columns of the table, whereas type refers to only one column, only one single column, this one. Whereas row type, inside the table vendor, कम column मौजूद दाखिल vendor, everything कुल्लू शे मौजूद दाखिल this my v table. This is my own defined variable. Now you will learn how to write this small program. You are going to use this variable, this variables in the declare block, and use the select command with new syntax called select into. Okay, you will learn this one. I will show you now. So before that, one small program let us do. So I will write declare begin end. Declare like a1 small number segments. Number one, num1, data type number of size 2. Okay, another variable number 2. This is also data type, this one, and another result number, not result, I will say total. 4. Now here I can write my logic to add the numbers like uh, total is equal to, this is the symbol for is equal to number 1 plus number 2 semicolon. Now our total is stored in this variable. But what are the values? I will give some values. Is equal to 15, is equal to 20. So number 1 variable contains the value 15 and the number 2 contains the value 20. Now here number 1 is 15 plus 20. The result is how much? 35 stored in this total variable. Now how to print? In Java, what command you will use to print?
System.out.println.
Now in Oracle, you have one special command called dbms underscore output. This is one word. Dot put underscore line. This is the command. This is same like your system.out.println. This one. It is same like this. dbms underscore output other word dot put underscore line tani word tani. Now here you can say total is plus we cannot use plus here, we have to use the pipe symbol total. Okay. Now we can select this and run this. Declare total must be declared. Total is okay. I want to see the output means there is a view option. In the view, you have DBMS output. Here you have to click this green color and say OK. Now when you run, see the total is 35. I clean it. I will run again. The total is 35. Same command you can also run in the Oracle Live. Apex. Here one command you have to use to see the output. Okay, see here. Total is 35. Like this, you can work in the Oracle application Express also. So this is the small command. Can you please exercise this? Everybody should exercise this. If you do this, you can understand how to work with this one. Otherwise, this complete lecture will be disaster. It will be flop. Please, this is a small program to add two numbers and display the total. Please write this program and tell me whether you are getting the output or not. Fast, only 5 minutes. This is known as PLSQL program, this one. Finished, students?
Yes, Mr.
Boys, finished? Boys, Khalid, Mohammed, did you finish? Students, boys, are you there? Khalid, Muad, Mohammed, Mohammed is gone. Hmm? Khalid and Muad, Bushra, have you done that? So now I will teach this syntax. Select into. Select into is the class used to retrieve the data from table and store that data in a predefined variables. So I am declaring the variables here like this one. Where is that? See, this is my variable. This is my variable. This is my variable. I want to get the data from the table and store in this variables. So how I can do that? Select into command. So here you have the PLSQL block, then select into command. Select into command. So whatever you have in the database table, the data, this data, it should be stored like Salim should be stored in one variable like vname, and uh, this 1100 should be stored in this variable. Then I have to use like this, declare first like this, but then you write the SQL statement. Okay, so how you will write? See, this is the way of declaring the variables. Okay, now let me write that one. Same variable names I will take. I will just copy this. I will just go here, come here. So I will remove all this. So my vendor number, I can make it small. VNO, okay. VN, okay. Then this no need now, as of now. Later we will see what it is. I have only two variables. The first variable is VNO. This is my variable. I will say MVNO and M name. My name, my VNO. Okay. So this is referring to the table vendor, dakhil vendor, same data type what you have for the V code is assigned to this one. Similarly for the name. Now I can use the command select uh, what do you call vendor code into the actual variable name, vendor code comma vendor name into my VNO comma my name from table vendor, where vendor code is equal to 1100. Okay, same like this here, what they give here, I am writing that one. Now if you write this statement, what will happen? What will happen in this one? If you write this statement, what will happen? Tell me what will happen if you write this statement. What is the output you will get? Students, 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 tell me what will happen now. What is the output I will get? This is the database table. This is the table we have, and this is your select into command. Now, what is the output? This command, if you run, what will be displayed in the output?
Will display the name and code.
Yeah, see this vendor code, vendor name, vendor code, v underscore name. Whatever value is there here, that is copied to this my VNO, and the v underscore name, what is there, that is copied to this one. See here, I am telling the condition where v code is equal to 1100 means only this particular vendors, only this particular vendor, this record is going to be retrieved by this query. But from that, only these two only, v code and v name. So what is v code? This is v code. And what is name? This is the name. So this is going to be stored in this variable. So this value will be stored here in this variable. So 1100, and this value is going to be stored here in my name. So what is the value there? Salim. This refers to this v code, yani this one column name. This v name, yani column name of the original table. But this is my own variable, my VNO, my name. So what data is there in this table employee, that is going to be stored in this variable based on this condition. So now you will get the output as only this thing. This will be the output for you if you run the above query. You are getting, students? I am telling you to make you understand. Otherwise, I can go fastly. Just I will explain, I will go. But in order to make you understand, I am showing you all this one. Nobody will show like this. Now this data is stored in these variables. How to display that data? I have to write the code. What is that line? This line. dbms underscore output dot, this one. Inside I will write uh, vendor number is type symbol my PNO, because in this one only we have the value, so I want to display that value. Same, copy this one. If you want to display in two lines, if you want to display in same line, you can also write here again attach. Okay, but then give comma, but then attach pipe symbol my name. Khalas. Oh, this way also you can do. If you want the answer in separate lines, you can do like that. Now when I run this, clean this, run this. Vendor number is 110 and vendor name is Salim. So that I can write in the second line instead of first line. So here like vendor name is Salim. Like this. Number is this one. So how we are doing this one? Like this. This query will go and refer the code of this particular record, because in the condition we are telling go to this one only where v code is equal to 1100. I want only this record. I don't want this one. Is this clear, students?
Again, Mr. Please.
I want to get the data from table, store in my variable, and display the data. How I can do? Using this command select into syntax. This is the command. This command select into. So what I am doing here, you have the table vendor. داخل vendor موجود 2 record. واحد row Salim 1100, another ثاني row 1001 Raya. I want to get some data from this table and store in my variables. Here I declare in my program my variables here. What are my variables? This is my variable. This is my variable like X. I can say X. I can say this one as Y. So select the vendor code and store in variable X. Select the V name from the table and store in Y. Now here I refer as X. Now I refer as Y. So this is the normal select query, but into is the new one. So this value is going to store in this one. This value is going to store in this one. for this customer, for this vendor. 1100, what is the code? Code is 1100 only, and Salim is the name. So it will refer, this V code refers to this one, my number. And another one, this my name, v underscore name is referred to my name. This is pointing to variable x. This is pointing to variable y. So what value you got, it is stored in this v code, is copied into this variable x. What value you got for v name, it will be stored and copied into variable y. So v code hash module 1100. So that value will be present in x variable. V name hash module for 1100 Salim. So Salim will be stored in this variable and copied to the user defined variable y. So I want to print the data now. How I can print? I use this command. And this is just I am decorating, I am designing my message. I can just say x, y. I can also say like that. Instead of writing this lengthy to make you understand, you can also write like this. See, x pipe y, y. Now let us run and see. If I run like that, see, it will be like this. It will be printing like this. 110 Salim. What is the meaning of this? I don't understand anything here. So if I write the statement like this, vendor name is, and x contains this one, y contains, understand now?
Yes, Mr.
Okay, so this is the command called select into. So same thing for the employee table you are doing here. I gave for the vendor, where vendor number is equal to that one, 1100 I gave. So here they are giving employee number is equal to 1000. They want to see the data. So by program, you are writing this statement, PLSQL block, and displaying the data. See, another one is this one, row type. So row type, if you do like this, the complete table will be stored in this variable emp underscore row. See, here it is given e dot star means all the records, all the columns is going to be stored in this variable. So if you want to exercise that, this one. Now this is the one I told you now. Sometimes the output does not come. You have to give this command, set server output on, even in this place. The same commands you can execute here, students. Many students are telling that Mr. large space we require, Mr. we need more time. You have the option. If you don't have SQL Oracle in your computer, go here, go and execute the commands here. Easy. Just you need to create the account. No data found means my table vendor na maujood data. So if I have data in the table vendor, I can retrieve the data. So same, where is that one? This one I want to tell you. Row type, demonstration of row type. Say I created one variable like this, v underscore row, or I will say like my underscore row, my underscore row. But I am referring to which table? Vendor. And I am typing percentage row type. Now this command select v dot star. What is v here? What is this v? Here is a table name. What is this one? V. This is your test. For example, I am asking now, what is V? Previously you studied, tell me, in lecture 4, lecture 5. This means you have not studied or you have not practiced anything. What is a V? Why I am writing that V? Khalid, tell me. Alias name, no? That is, I am giving some name, alias name. So for that, V dot star means it is referring to all the columns like V code, V name, V contact, V area, V phone number, V state, V order, V email, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to write all. So I am just saying V dot star. You can also say star, but you should delete this one. It is better to give some alias name. So select all the columns, this one, this, everything. All you are selecting and storing in this variable v row, my row. This one, this variable what you declared, in that these all the data records I am storing here. Only for one condition, only this customer. So I will say here 1100 because we have the data for that, or I will give 1001. Now I am printing what is my, in this variable, my row. What is the V code? What is the V name? Email I don't have. I have contact. Phone number I want to print. Okay, so now I select this. I will run this. How must be declared? Yeah, let me just say this too. Let us see. Okay, the output. If you don't see the output, where you go to this view. But then click DBMS output. But then you have to click this plus symbol, say OK, and then you will see this screen. See here I am getting the value 1001 Raya. So that is the uh, output I am getting. One I am displaying is V code, this one. Another I am displaying is V name. Only this record. Understand this one, students. This is complete row, complete data. This program this is the code you have. In this code, what it is doing, we are using this syntax row type. Before I show you percentage type, now this one. So now what will happen here is, according to this query, see we are telling the condition only this particular record you go and store it in this variable my row. So the whole my row is mojud the record this 1001. So Raya 888 Muscat Y100. All these details its record details will be stored in this one. Now from that dot v code, dot v name, dot v city, like that you can display the values by using this dot and column name. And this is just to display you the output like that, in that way, comma. Or you want to display the message like this vendor number is, then you have to write like this. So this is the two different examples I gave here. One is this one using percentage type, another is percentage row type in this command select into. Understand, students? Students, students.
Yes, Mr.
This is the output for this query. This is row type and this is for that one, percentage type. So this is a select into command. Now next you have is the normal Java fundamentals type of control structures. To control the variables, the data in your program, there are two types. Control structures are two types. One is conditional statement, another is iterative, means repetitive. So you can use this one. If condition, like if A greater than B, then some answer. End if is a starting, end if is a closing. That means in Java you will use like this. If A greater than B, then open bracket, close bracket. But here what you will do, if A greater than B, then print some variable, message print some message like dbms output, dbms underscore output, blah blah blah, like that. Then last one is and if. This is a closing. The syntax is like this. If condition, this is oracle, this is the opening, and this is the closing. That is a meaning, like how you have here opening bracket, closing bracket, same. This is the open of if, this is a close of if. Like that you have if then else, if then else if, like nested if. So three different types of control structures you have: if then else, if then else if means nesting inside the if, another if, inside the if, another if. Now you want to put a for loop, something like that. So the syntaxes here is different here. For, what are the statements? Loop, and this is the end. Okay, while loop, end loop, loop, end loop. For all the things you have this one, end loop. Now let us see this conditional statement is this one. This program, you want to print your grade. If grade is equal to B, if you are passing, the user is typing the value B, it will say very good, your excellent, your grade is very good. So for that, this is the program. So actions are triggered based on the result. So if you say A, it will come here and it will check what is the value present in this variable. Grade is a variable. It accepts character of size 1. So I am giving the value B. So if I say B, it will go here, it will check grade is equal to B. No, it will come here. Else if grade is equal to B, yes, then it will print this line. Very good. If you give grade is equal to 0, then it will check here, it will not match. Check here, not match. Check here, not match. Check here, not match. Check here, not matching. Then it will go to last else. No such grade. Then end if. See here, this is the beginning of if, this is the closing of if. In between, you have to give like this ELS IF. ELS IF. ELS IF. This is the syntax you have to give. So I have the program here. I will give you that program. So online also you can execute here. Copy. Okay. So I will select this one and run. Computer is slow. Two times is there. That is the reason. It copied two times. Okay, let me try here. It is executing. So it's a excellent if the grade is A. If I say that the grade is C, so for that, what is the message? It should show me this message good. Okay, see, good. Like that, whatever value you store in the variable, that is going to be matched against this if condition. You can simply give only one condition like this to begin with the starting. Like see here, if you give A, then it will print you that value. Excellent. Okay, but the other words like good, fair, bad, those things is excluded here. There is a simple if. If you want to include another if, then you have to use this syntax. So I will give this program. You can practice at the end of the class. You understand this concept, students? This one if statement. This is called conditional statement. Students, do you understand this one?
Yes, Mister.
My net is some problem is there here for net. Some server problem is there. Okay, so let us wait that one and you will get that output if you run this command. So this is the if statement. Similarly, you have like case statement to select a particular value. That is what I gave you now here. This is just if statement. And here I gave you in the previous example, where is that? I think I did not give you. Okay, see, this is the case. So grade character A, whenever you type, this value will be matched with this, with this, with this, with this, with this. If no match, this message will be printed. So this is another way of writing the program using the case. Like in Java, you have switch case. So here also you have the syntax called case. So using this case, we can compare the value and print the output. This is also simple. I will change the message here like B. So D means you just passed this message. You just passed. This is the message is given to you. So case is a statement which will compare the given value. This is like a selector. You select based on the input, what you are typing the input. Okay, like here case selector when some value, then what is output statement, your statements. So statement 1 is this, statement 2 is this, like this. Last is else. If none of them is matching, it will give this one, no such grade. For example, if I say here like O, O there is no grade. Is there a grade O? Now see, no such grade. So because O is not matching to any other condition here, only I have letters grade A, B, C, D, E, F, no O. So no O means finally it will print this one, no such grade. Okay. Case statement is this one. Now the loops, basic loops. We want to repeat a instruction multiple times. Then we go for loop, for loop, while loop. So there are three types. One is the basic simple loop. Another is for loop. Another is while loop. To come out of the loop, from the loop you want to go out, use this command exit. Exit when some value, some condition. This is the loop. Starting of the loop, ending of the loop. In the middle, you put some command. So exit when something happens. Simple command is this one here. This is a program which displays the multiple of number 3, 4, and 5 between 4 and 32. So now when the number, see this is the starting number and ending exit when number is greater than 32. So I'll give you one simple program using this for loop or loop. Declare begin end. Okay. Here I will store one variable like this. My string is equal to varchar2 of 100 and value is a number like this. I will give Ramadan Kareem. I want to print this message. So loop here and loop beginning and closing. In the middle, I will write this statement dbms output and this variable. Okay. See, it is repeatedly, infinitely, it is printing Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Kareem like this. You can specify some condition when the my string value is greater than something like that, like how they are putting here, exit when, like this condition. You understand this one, students? Suppose instead of this, if I say n1, or yeah, n1 is number equals to 1. Now here I will say print the I value n1. Okay, and n1 is equal to n plus 1, n1 plus 1, and exit when n1 greater than or equal to 20. This is the exit condition, n1 greater than or equal to some condition like this. Exit when n1 is greater than 10. This is my condition. I don't want to display continuously. So let me run this. I will run again. Shuf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If it is greater than or equal to 10, I am not repeating. I am coming out of the loop. Isn't it simple, students? Just a loop, end loop syntax. In the middle of that, you are writing the print command to print this number 1. But then increment. Here you are incrementing. n1 is equal to n1 plus 1. Like this, it will keep on going up to which time? Up to this number becomes the 10. n1 value becomes 10. Come out of the loop. Understand this one?
Yes, Mr.
Similarly, here some big program.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mister,
I have lecture now. Another
Okay,
lecture.
we will stop now. Okay. So tomorrow we will continue next class. But I will send you email this exercise. Practice that one. Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Thank you. I will take the attendance from this file, Google Meet file. Whoever is present there, I will give that one. Okay, you can log out if you want.